Hello again, this is Joe from Joe's Tech Bits. I'd like to show you today a program or app, if you want to call it that I've been using pretty frequently. And it's a big help if you want to rename a lot of files. And the name of the program is called Advanced Renamer. Now, I'll show you my copy, what it looks like. I'm running the latest version. I think it's from August of 2021. But this program has a lot of function other than what I actually use. But I'm sure if you do anything with renaming files, copying files, this program will work for you. Right off the bat, when I opened it up, you can see right in the middle here, it says, need help getting started? Well, that's one of the nice things I like about this program. It has all kind of helps and examples that show you how to use it. So if we click this, it takes us right here to the Getting Started page. And it'll show you how to set up renaming methods, how to start renaming, and it gives you some examples. Here's an example right here. Tells you how to do whatever you need to do to rename a picture. Now, if you'd like to download this, might as well start with that. I'll show you where to download it. Here's the site. The site is advancedrenamer.com. And here's their home page. And it gives you an idea of some of the things you can do with it. You can mass rename files, which is really nice, and it is very quick. You can get GPS data. I haven't done any of this yet, but I'm going to try that. You can work with music files and obtain information from the built-in ID3 functions of your MP3 files, video files you can work with, and TV shows. And there's a special site, which I'm not going to get into in this video, but you can check this out, which looks like it will help you name your files if you have certain series or different movies. I think it's mostly for TV, yep. Now, in order to download it, we'll just click to download now. Now, one thing I wanted you to see, for personal use, right here, if you'd like to use it occasionally, you can use it for free. Now, if you use the program frequently, they'd like you to buy a license, but the license is $20 for personal use, which is really a good price. For commercial use, if you're going to use it for a business or doing things on the internet, the commercial license is $30. That's really a good price. And if you even have an older PC, you can get a 32-bit version. But here's their latest version, 3.88 for Windows, and it was released on August 15th, 2021. I'm not going to show you how to download it because you've probably done that many times. But if you'd like, leave a comment in the comment section, and I can give you more information on downloading and installing it. I opened my copy of Advanced Renamer so I can show you a few examples of how I use it, and you might get some ideas of how you can use it. I'd like to show you a couple of examples of how I use the Advanced Renamer. First of all, you can go to the Add button here, click it, and you can add files, directories, or if you need help navigating, you can go to the folder panel here and navigate to the folder where your files are. I don't need that because I have it set up here in files, and I have some image files here that have strange names. IMG with a number after it. So I like to name it something a little bit more meaningful to me. So I'm going to select all of these and open them. Now you can see I like to move these a little, give me a little more room. Right off the bat you can see the original file name, and what will be here is the new file name, but it's the same as the original right now, and the path that it came from. And if there are any errors, it will show you if there is an error. Right now they all say OK. So what I like to do is just rename these to something a little more meaningful. So let's go here, and you can see there's many different methods you can use to act on these file names. Right now I'm going to use new name. I like to call it beach because these were taken at one of the beaches locally. I'm going to call it beach, but you can see that as soon as I put the name beach in, I get red text and I get messages in the error saying there's a possibility of multiple file names. Let me open this up a little bit so you can see that. So what I can't rename them all the same name. So what I need to do is, well, I'm going to add a date, 2017. That still doesn't do it. But what I can do is, if you see the first function here, incrementing numbers, I'll click that, and now you can see I have a number here next to the file from 1 to 24. My text has gone from red to black, and I got OKs in the error column. Although still it's a little bit tough to read. So what I can do is go here in front of the function and just simply put a dash. Now that separates the name from the actual incremented number, and you can see it goes from 01 to 24. Once I have my renaming set up, I just have to hit Start Batch, and that will go through and rename the original. Now here's the original files I have, and you can see they're still renamed the other way. So if I hit Start Batch, it will kind of ask me if I really want to do it, and I'll say Start. And if I hit OK, it gives a little status down here. And at this time, you could undo that batch or go up here to undo a previous batch. But let's look and see. We'll refresh this folder, and you can see all the files have been renamed to Beach 27 with a number after it. If I wanted to go back, if I made an error renaming those files, I can go back to undo previous batch, or undo here, undo the last batch, which is the one I just did, and we'll say undo, and now it's been undone. If we go back to here and refresh this folder, we can see that we're back to the original names. I renamed the files, and then I realized it was the wrong files, so I undid the previous rename. Now they're back to where they were. But what I would also like to show you is where you can have multiple methods used. Here we have a name, right? We want to add another method. We want to have a new case. So we want to set everything to uppercase. Now you can see what happened. Beach is in uppercase. You have a lot of options here. Here's uppercase for first letter. So now we have a capital B and the rest is in lowercase. So you can see now if I rename this, it's not only going to change the name, but it'll change the case from what I originally had on Beach. So let's try that. And see, we're using two methods now. We'll hit start. Okay. And now here's the folder with the rename files. You can see I have Beach 2017 with a capital B because I used the new case function or method on this program. So that's one thing you can do. Now another thing I'd like to show you, sometimes when if you've ever taken a DVD and used some sort of software to extract the titles from the DVD, it gives you some strange names sometimes. And if you use a server such as Plex, Plex needs a specific format to display the files properly on the screen. So what you can do, I have a folder called Hopalong. I had a disc, a DVD, a Hopalong Cassidy disc, if anybody remembers Hopalong Cassidy. And this is the output that the software gave me when I took the files off the DVD. So what I'm going to do, I can open this. Now what I'd like to do is add a method. We don't want a new name. What I need to do on the Hopalong Cassidy files is not rename the whole file, but I need to just replace part of it. So if you see up here, we have the volume VOL6 underscore title 1 through 6. I need to replace that with the right format that my Plex server. By the way, Plex is a server that you can play movies and TV shows that you have, that you own on your internal network at home. But you can see this format here is what Plex likes. The season with a number after it and an E with a number after it. Now, so what I'm replacing is the Vol6 title. And you see I have a splat or a asterisk after title, which means anything after title we're going to replace. And then here is my text I put in, season 06 episode, the E. And then to get the formula here, the function, I had to go over to the side here. And you can see the whole statement is right here with the what I put in and the formula. So I got this formula here by clicking incrementing numbers. I said OK. Now you can see it increments from 1 to 6. If I wanted to start that at 10, I'll just put a 10 in there, and whatever that number is in the formula is the starting number of the increment. So we'll just keep it. Now suppose I want a 0, 1. Now you can see it puts a 0 there, which matches up a little bit better with the season where I have a 0, 6. I don't know if it's season 6 or not, but it was volume 6 on the disc, so I just put season 6 in. Plex doesn't care which season it is as long as there's something there, a season. So now if I hit start batch. Oh, one other thing. You notice here you can apply this to either the name, the extension, or the name and extension. So if I just say name, it won't affect the extension. It'll keep the extension as an MP4. So I can hit start batch. There's only one method being used, 6 items, and we're going to rename them. And we'll hit start. OK. And again, if we wanted to undo that, we can do it right here. Let's go see what our new renamed folder looks like. And here it is, Hopalong Cassidy, Season 6, Episode 1 through 6. And there you have a fully renamed list of files. I just wanted to mention and show you again that there are many, many different methods here, most of which I don't use, but I plan on trying them. And in the increment section here, you can increment also by letters. So you can start with A through whatever, and it'll increment if you want to add a letter to the end of your file, which could be useful in certain files. One last thing I wanted to mention to you. Earlier I mentioned about a lot of help in this program. If you go up to the help button here, besides the getting started page, there's a really nice online forum. And all you have to do is click that and it will take you right there. And you can see how many pages of questions and hopefully answers there are. Let's check on one here. You can see some of the questions that people are asking. I cannot insert longer name files. You know, you can read them and see, try it for yourself. And again, remember, this software is free for occasional use, but if you're going to use it for any amount of time, you should register it. For personal, it's $20. And it's $30 for business. Now, I'm not trying to sell this. I get nothing out of this for showing it, so I'll make that clear. But it's a program I really thought had a lot of possibilities and really is put together well. That's why I wanted to put it out on my YouTube channel to show you a good package. So until next time, this is Joe from Joe's Tech Bits. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You might even want to subscribe to see my future videos. And I hope you have a good day, a good week, a good weekend, and a great week next week. Thanks a lot, and goodbye.